Welcome to machine learning tutorial. In this video we will discuss how to design a perceptron network for logical OR gate. In the previous video I have discussed how perceptron training rule works and how to design perceptron training rule for AND gate. The link for the video is given in the description below. This is how the OR gate looks like. A and B are the logical inputs. Whenever the logical input is equivalent to 0, that is both the A and B are 0, the logical output is 0. In all other cases the logical output is 1. So in this case we have two inputs, so we need to have two weights. So W1 is set to 0.6 and W6 is set to 0.6, that is initially. W1 is associated with A and W2 is associated with B. The threshold is 1 and the learning rate n is equivalent to 0.5. So first we consider the first example, that is A equals to 0 and B equals to 0. Target is 0 in this case. We calculate the summation term, that is Wixi. In this case A is equivalent to 0 and W1 is 0.6 plus B is equivalent to 0, W2 is 0.6 which is equivalent to 0. Now we compare the summation term against the threshold value. The calculated summation term is not greater than the threshold value, hence the output is set to 0. The target is 0 and the calculated output is 0. Because both of them are same, there is no need of weight updation. We consider the next example. In the next example, A is equivalent to 0 and B is equivalent to 1. Target is set to 1. Again we calculate the summation term. 0 into 0.6, 1 into 0.6 which is equivalent to 0.6. 0.6 is not greater than the threshold value 1, hence the output is set to 0. The output and the target does not, hence we need to update the weights. The weights can be updated with the help of perceptron training rule. Here we will consider the example once again, and this is how actually we can modify the weights. Here A is equivalent to 0, B is equivalent to 1. The target is 1 but the calculated output is 0. Because they don't match, we are calculating the updated weights. The perceptron trailing rule says the weight can be updated with this equation: Wi is equivalent to Wi plus n into t minus o xi, where n is the learning rate, t is the target, o is the actual output what we got, and xi is the weight associated with ith weight. So W1 is equivalent to W1, that is 0.6 plus 0.5 into 1 minus 0 into 0. 0.5 is the learning rate, the target is 1, actual output is 0 here, and the xi, that is W1, with respect to W1 A is associated, the value of A is 0 here, the answer is 0.6. Similarly W2 is calculated, which is equivalent to 1.1. So the updated weights are 0.6 and 1.1. Now we will start with the first example and try to check whether all the examples are classified correctly with these modified weights. So again the first example is A equals to 0, B equals to 0 and target is 0. We calculate the summation term which is equivalent to 0 again. This is not greater than the threshold value 1, hence the output is equivalent to 0. The output matches with the target, no need of weight updation. We go with the next example, that is A equals to 0, B equals to 1 and target is equivalent to 1. We calculate the summation term which is equivalent to 1.1 here, which is greater than the threshold value, hence the output is 1. The output is 1 and the target is 1. Because both of them are matching, no need of weight updation. Next we consider the third example, that is A equals to 1 and B equals to 0. The target is 1 in this case. If we calculate the summation term which is equivalent to 0.6, 0.6 is not greater than the threshold value 1, hence the output is 0. 0 does not match with 1, hence we need to update the weights again with the help of perceptron training rule. That is Wi is equivalent to Wi plus n into t minus o xi. W1 is equivalent to 0.6 because W1 is 0.6 in this case, plus 0.5 into 1 minus 0, that is target is 1, output is 0, and xi, the value associated with Wi is 1 in this case, the weight is 1.1. Similarly we calculate the weight of second weight, that is W2. W1 is 1.1 and W2 is 1.1. These are the modified weights. Again, we need to start from the first example. We need to check whether these two weights classify these examples correctly or not. So we consider the first example where A is equivalent to 0, B is equivalent to 0, target is 0, the summation term is 0, 0 is not greater than the threshold value, hence the output is 0, output is 0 and target is 0, no need of weight updation. A is equivalent to 0, B is equivalent to 1 and target is 1 in the second example. The summation term is 1.1, which is greater than the threshold value, that is 1, hence the output is 1. Output matches with the target, no need of weight updation. We consider the third example where A is equivalent to 1 and B is equivalent to 0. Target is 1. The summation term is 1.1 again, which is greater than the threshold value 1, hence the output is 1. Output matches with the target, no need of weight updation. In the fourth example, both A and B are 1 and the target is also 1. The weight summation term is 2.2, which is greater than the threshold 1. Hence the output is 1. The output and target matches, there is no need of weight updation. With W1 is equivalent to 1.1 and W2 is equivalent to 1.1, threshold equals to 1 and learning rate is equal to 0.5, we were able to classify all the training examples correctly. Hence these are the final learned parameters with respect to perceptron training rule for OR gate. So the final OR gate looks something like this for these learned parameters, where A and B are the inputs, 1.1 and 1.1 are the learned weights for threshold theta is equivalent to 1 in this case. This is how we can design any logical gate given the weights, threshold and the learning rate. I hope the concept is clear. If you like the video, do like and share with your friends. Press the subscribe button for more videos. Press the bell icon for regular updates. Thank you for watching.